was chatting with an old friend recently, and they were just sharing the value they found in me being vulnerable as I've gone through many phases of life, and how it gave them some freedom. And a story that came to mind randomly was pondering back when I was quite a bit younger. I was 19 years old, and I remember going through probably one of the biggest life experiences, changes that I've ever been through. And well, maybe not ever. I've been through some many, but this was a pivotal one, an important one. And I was 19, and I was just chilling at home, dad's place at the time. And then all of a sudden there was like this crazy commotion going on in the other room, and I ran over to see what was happening, and I saw my mom on the couch, and she was totally blue, like all blue. And dad was there trying to get her off the couch, and he's yelling at me to call the ambulance and get them here, and he's trying to revive her, do CPR and all that stuff. And in the panic, of course, I called 911 and everything. And in the panic of it all, like, this is a house I grew up in. I couldn't remember the address. And the intensity of that experience just was profound. And I truly thought that I had lost my mother that day. I was adopted, so she's my adopted mother, but it's the only mother I knew at the time. And anyway, I truly thought that I had lost her. And dad thankfully brought her back enough that the ambulance took her, and they brought her back the rest of the way. And a couple of years later, I was going to my second year of trade school at the time. And she was acting a bit weird. Before I left, something was going on, but she ended up having a seizure while I was in trade school in Edmonton, and went into a coma, and she never came out. She ended up passing away. Yeah, so at 21 years old, I lost my mother, and went through some pretty dark times around losing her, and wondering, like, what the fuck's the point of life, of all of this, whether. So it was definitely one of an awakening moment, but didn't set in enough to have me change or to see a different path forward. But it definitely had me start asking questions. I still went into the whole work world and society and didn't give much thought. I actually probably numbed myself out more from that experience, and just kept pushing the emotions down, because I was new to working and had to, do the things, buy the house, the cars, the trucks, all the things. And really, one, if you're struggling, deeply struggling, I was definitely in some really dark times, is don't be afraid to ask for help. I wasn't raised that we ask for help. It was like, you just take care of it, you figure it out. But the amount that I've had to go through because of that was definitely, has been a struggle to feel again, and all of that. But so that's one point, is definitely, like, if you're struggling, just reach out. Number two is that life can feel fragile. And when we lose people close to us, it shakes up our world. And there's beauty in it, and obviously pain in losing the people close to us. The beauty is that it allows us to remember that this isn't permanent. We're only here for a fixed amount of time. So to live from our heart is, in my mind, the ideal way to live. So the faster we can get on that path and be more connected and in tune with life and all that, I think the better. And also, it allows, like, those moments allow us to see the close people that are close to us differently. It allows us to appreciate more So, really, the whole reason I'm sharing this is is just be gentle with yourself, be gentle with the people you love around you, and try as much as possible to come from a heart space to understand each other, to tap in a little deeper to what each other's going through before jumping to conclusions or getting upset because it rubs up against something we believe or whatever the case may be. Um, this is a beautiful journey that we get to be on, and at some point we are all going away. So just be gentle, laugh a little more, love a little more, open your heart as much as you can, and yeah, I'm curious what you guys have to say. If you've experienced something similar in your life, please comment and share. That would be beautiful. And I wish you all much love.